The downward trend in both the quality of students and the environment of many educational facilities in Nigeria is very alarming, especially in northern Nigeria. This fall in quality has affected teaching standards, infrastructure, and the enabling environment for instruction and learning. There is also the serious issue of nutritional deficit in students feeding in boarding schools across Niger State. These challenges can only be tackled through multi-stakeholder approach that will bring in people from government, communities, CSOs, and NGOs to collectively join hands to salvage these overwhelming challenges. Public schools, especially in northern Nigeria, are in a pathetic condition regarding students' nutrition, health, education, exposure, and well-being. Regretfully, many of these students do not end up qualified or able to pursue further education and worthwhile careers. They also do not have critical life skills and confidence to find alternative pathways to a more meaningful and sustainable livelihood. Many end up on the streets with no future. It is this deteriorating condition of our public schools that is providing the space for the proliferation of all forms and manners of private schools, sometimes to the detriment of the students, parents, and the government. It is in realization of these challenges and the funding challenges confronting most government schools that the wives of executives and female executives in Niger State towards complementing the effort of government in the area of supplementing nutrition and sustaining the environment in boarding secondary schools across the state under the auspices of the Association of Female Appointees and Wives of Niger State Officials, AFWANSO, under the chairmanship of Her Excellency, the wife of the Executive Governor of Niger State, Dr. Minna Bello, initiated the school's empowerment and nutritional supplementation through agricultural project, Sensa, to, among other things, supplement nutrition provided for schools by the Ministry of Education through establishing in schools garden and fruit plantation for students while safeguarding the environment by planting shade trees around the school. The project is being implemented by the Regional Center of Expertise, RCE Minna. To supplement the long-term impact and sustainability of the agricultural and environmental part of the program, the initiation of an annual School Principals Environmental Legacy Project, PELP, competition is recommended. The school's empowerment and nutrition supplementation through agriculture, Sensa, seeks to contribute towards addressing the challenge of quality nutrition and relevant education by reviving the school gardening culture through sustainable horticulture of vegetables and fruit trees, and various life skills training workshop on basic business and financial literacy, personal development and leadership, study techniques and exam preparation, career counseling, personal grooming and hygiene, conflict management and preventing domestic violence, environmental awareness and sustainable development. The program is in tandem with the goals of the Global Action Program GAP on Education for Sustainable Development (ESD), launched by UNESCO in 2014. GAP seeks to address 5 key areas. 1. Advancing policy in mainstreaming education for sustainable development. 2. Transforming learning and training environment through whole institution approach. 3. Building capacity of educators and trainers. 4. Empowering and mobilizing youth. And 5. Accelerating sustainable solutions at local level and gap opportunities. For the purpose of Sensa, 15 boarding schools were selected from across the 3 geopolitical zones of Niger State. The purpose of this visit was to select the most appropriate schools to be included in the first phase of the project. It involved exploration and reconnaissance visit, assessment of land, availability of water, security, and all other human and natural resources necessary for the success of the project. It also involved discussion with relevant stakeholders at each school on the establishment of a local organizing committee (LOC) and a sensitization and mobilization of students for the project. Out of the 15 schools initially selected for the visit, only Mongo Park Senior Secondary School Jeba turned out to be unsuitable for the project. Mongo Park Secondary School Jeba turned out to be a day school as against a boarding school. Our findings at the school included lack of water and security fencing. The school is an entirely open field, and the failure of the school to measure up with all needed criteria that will propel the success of the project. The school was however replaced by Government Girls Science College, Agay, The major outcome of the visit included high level of enthusiasm exhibited by schools, and almost all the schools have an existing garden or agricultural activity in place. However, the major challenge observed almost across all schools is insufficient water supply, most especially at Mariam Babangida Girls Science College, Minna, where there is acute insufficiency of water supply. On 13th March 2018, 3 groups made up of 5 members each departed Regional Center of Expertise RC Minna Resource Center for the 3 senatorial districts in Niger State. Their mandate was to visit 5 pre-selected secondary schools within each zone. Group A was led by Malam Saliu Mohammed, Idris Ibrahim Jia as secretary. Other members included Abubakar Mohammed Dabachi, Jamima Aisha Gana, and Zainab Chadu. The mandate of the group was to visit Government Girls Science College Pida, Idris Legbo Science College Kutigi, Government Secondary School Baro, Government Girls Science College Agay, and Government Science College Gulu. All other schools visited within the region were recommended for the project. Group B was led by Malam Muazu Mohammed, with Isa Ibn Mohammed as secretary. Other members included Hamza Abdullah Nozo, Zahida Barrow, and Halima Aliu. The mandate of Group B was to visit 5 thoughtfully selected secondary schools within Zone B axis of the state. The schools covered included Government Science Secondary School Izom, Government Science Secondary School Kuta, Government Secondary School Tagina, Mariam Babangida Girls Science College Minna, and Niger State School for Special Education Minna. The mandate of the group on the scoping mission included, among other things, to assess the availability of land and space for the project, readiness of staff and students, and facilities to aid the smooth running of the project. Group C was led by Malam Abdul Suleiman, with Ibrahim Akibu Jafaru as secretary. Other members included Abdurazak Musa, Nana Hawa Sule, and Nabila Barrow. Group C embarked on a scoping visit to 5 schools within Zone C axis of Niger State as part of the implementation of Sensa project by the Regional Center of Expertise RCE Minna. The schools visited under the zone were Mazu Ibrahim Commercial College Kontagora, Government Girls Science College Kontagora, Government Secondary School Rijau, Comprehensive Secondary School Ibeto, and Aleji Mohammed Musa Kigera III Science College New Busa. The mandate of the scoping visit was to select the most appropriate school to be included in this project. Except for the poor road network from Kontagora to Rijau and Rijau to New Busa, the visit to the school was successful, with all schools being suitable for the project. The mandate of the scoping visit was to assess the readiness and facilities in 15 secondary schools divided equally across the 3 senatorial districts in the state. The Regional Center of Expertise RC Minna recommended that 15 schools out of 16 visited be considered for the Sensa project. In all 15 schools, students and management staff showed enthusiasm for the project. We also recommend that the special request put forward by some schools be considered favorably as regard the survey of locating a suitable spot to end the water drought in Mariam Babangida Girls Science College Minna and provision of flowering plants to Niger State School for Special Education Minna. At the end of the project, it is our belief that Sensa will go a long way in supplementing nutrition through the reintroduction of gardening and fruit orchard in boarding schools across 15 secondary schools selected for the Sensa project. Planting 135 trees in a particular school is no small amount, more so that the adverse effect of global warming and climate change is ravaging the globe. Sensa is a deliberate attempt at fighting climate change and allowing a safer world that will be favorable for our generation and the next generation. Sensa is also a legacy project that will stand the test of time even when we ourselves are utterly forgotten.